Man, this trip, let me tell you. All right, so I got a bad back. I've been had a bad back. And I came to Tucson. As soon as I got here, I stepped on a thorn. Went through a shoe. I start walking funny. Later on the evening during dinner, my back is just like, hey, we don't like how you've been walking, so you're gonna start spasming right now. So my back's like, ah. Next day, I end up going to the VA, say, hey, let me get some treatment, let them take care of me. They know my medical history. Went in there, they saw me, gave me a shot, and I went on my way. Not bad. Go up to Phoenix, having a good trip. On the way back though, the drive back, I started feeling it a little bit again. And then within a day and a half of being back, my back was like inflamed again. So aside from getting a massage and some acupuncture, I went back to the VA. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I got to go to the VA, man. My back at night, I can't turn. I can't do anything, right? Like, it's just excruciatingly painful, right? So I thought. So get in there. I see the doc. Like, it was the best. I'm laying in this gurney in pain, and this dude, I don't know, you couldn't have been more than like 30, right? And he comes and sits down, and we're basically face to face, eye to eye, and he's like, hey man, what do you need me to do for you? You're the doctor. I figured you would know what happens here. It's now 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that, and I'm here having this discussion with you. I'm in pain. So long story short, they gave me that shot of Toradol and some kind of a steroid or something. Surprisingly though, after a couple days of rest, I started feeling okay. And then I got up. I was like, hey, you know what? Let me make breakfast for my wife. Let's do that. Got Yoshin ready. Everything was good. Great morning. Went to walk the dogs. Everything was great. I dropped a piece of paper. And I was like, oh, let me pick that up. As soon as I reached and I picked up that piece of paper, my left side of my back started hurting. So initially it was my right side that was hurting. Now it's my left side, right? Yo, let me tell you, when I thought the right side was hurting, the left side was like, hey, check this out. Yo, I immediately sat down on our couch. And so I kind of like laid back, and wow. So I was like, hey, let me go get some, chiropractic care. Maybe that'll help. This feels like I pinched something, right? Like a pinched nerve, something like that. So I go and see this chiropractor. Man, I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, man. Dude went in there and was like, right, cracked me all up, got like this rope thing, put it around my neck and like pulled me. And I was like, okay. I walked out of there. I was still limp. I limped in there. I limped out. And then I'm back I come back to the RV and I take a nap and I wake up. Yo, I rolled over. Like, and I actually let out a scream. Like, I was like, like, wow, I've never done that before, like in that type of pain. So my wife is like, why are you screaming? And I was like, well, I need to go to the ER. Because this type of pain is ridiculous. I can't move. I can't walk now. Like I'm limping. We go to the Tucson ER and hospital. They're amazing. As soon as I get there, like Saida's got to carry me in there. In my brain, I'm getting out of the car and I was like, I got this. She comes around and like basically like carries me into the ER. Okay. I get some morphine. As soon as that hit, that was cool. But my back, I still felt everything, right? And they're like, hey, do you want to do MRIs? And I was like, yeah, tell me what is wrong with my back, right? They got to move me from the gurney into the wheelchair. So they think, and they're like, all right, well, let's get up. And I was like, dude, I can't. Like, I go to get up and I scream. Ah! Like, it was so painful, right? And they're like, all right, let's get him in the gurney. And they like take me out of the room, because Saida and Yoshi are in there. And then they move me to one of those board, some kind of board they put me on. They carried me into the MRI so I could get into the machine. And let me tell you, just laying in that MRI machine, and that was the ordeal with the hospital. So that's what happened with my back. Appreciate everybody's well wishes. I really do. I'm still in a lot of pain. We've come